Let me notify everybody right quick. Let me notify everybody. How do I share this live stream? Oh, okay, there you go. Um, that's just gonna ping. Seven. Okay, cool. Let's get it. We got STYX in the building. Hello, how you doing? Hopefully the camera's looking good. We're going to be running it back with another episode talking about chess knowledge, chess wisdom, and chess understanding, talking about Andrew Tate against Piers Morgan. And this is a match that just happened recently, actually, which is pretty interesting. But I didn't want to talk about it. I got the game right here, and it's going to be lit. It's going to be cool. What do we got here? All right. Oh, snap, I forgot I'm on YouTube, so I need to like put this over here. All right. Is the camera good where it's at? Lost Mathematics, the junior. Hello, how you doing, my boy? I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. Can y'all see the chessboard? Does it need to be scooted up a little bit? Give me y'all consensus. Because y'all are going to be guessing the best move that are played. Okay. Going live on YouTube. This match. People getting crazy. Are you happy for Christmas Eve? Man, I'm happy to be home. I am only in this live. What are you talking about? All right, so I got this game by Andrew Tate versus Piers Morgan. I found it through a video Agad Matar did, so shout out to him. And he got the moves from this game. And plus, too, there's like a chess forum of this game, so let's get started. Hopefully the board looks well. We're going to go over the first few moves right now. Andrew Tate was the white pieces and Piers Morgan was the black pieces. What do you think Andrew Tate's first move was? What do y'all think Andrew Tate's first move was? Dang. Did my computer just mess up? Okay, that was weird. My computer always mess up when I do that. Hold on just 1 second, having complications. Okay, what do y'all think his first move was? I gotta put it all on the same thing now. Okay, here we go. Dang. There we go. Dang. Okay. What's good? What's up? We got T-Rex up in the building. Make sure that you like the video. Yeah, the first move that he played in this game was D4. After D4, we got D5, and then we got C4. What opening is this? What opening is Andrew Tate doing right now? This is a common opening, and I'm surprised that this is in his repertoire. Imagine F3. F3 would be crazy. Darkness, we got D4, Knight F3. Okay. Queen's Gambit. Yeah, this is called the Queen's Gambit Queen's Gambit. So after doing c4, Piers Morgan, he did e6, pretty much declining the Queen's Gambit. After declining the Queen's Gambit, knight c3. Then we got an inaccuracy in the opening by Piers Morgan by doing knight c6. Even though that this is an opening, the Queen's Knight variation, it's not very playable because of the fact that if the knight goes to c6, you're blocking in the c pawn. And usually you would want to push up the c pawn first before you put a knight on the c6 square. It's different. It might catch some experienced players off guard, but if you're playing tougher opponents, yeah, it's only going to be treated as a fallacy, not a very good move. So after knight c6, then we got the move by Andrew Tate, bishop f4, bishop f4. After bishop f4, bishop b4. What do y'all think he did next? What do you think Andrew Tate did next? And we're just going to continue on developing pieces like normally. How much elo is Tate? I don't know. I heard from multiple podcasts he might be 1800. I don't get it. I don't know. But hey, I guess it really doesn't matter. We already know that he won against Piers Morgan, but I don't know Piers Morgan rating. He might be 1,000 rated. I don't know if he plays on chess.com. I want to get these guys' username. If I can get these guys' username one day on chess.com, that would be great to actually go over a good game instead of like Andrew Tate just like pummeling everybody that he meets that doesn't know how to play chess for real. So we got the moves queen c2. We can't castle right now. We can't castle. What is the next move here? How can we develop more pieces? It's a simple move. It's not that dramatic. A big hint is we still got to develop our knight and our bishop on the king side. What move do you think he did? Knight f3, not knight f3. Well, okay, we got Brawl Stars in here. Okay, knight f3 probably would have been a good move here. I think it wouldn't have mattered if he would have went knight f3. On my database here, actually, there's been no master games in this opening. But not knight f3. He did another move to develop. Yeah, HJ, you are correct. He did the move e3. E3 trying to develop the bishop on f1. After doing e3, then we got the moves. Bishop takes on c3, doubling up the pawns on the c file. After bishop take on c3, b takes on c3, accepting that double pawn. And then we got the move, wait a minute. And then we got the move queen h4 by Piers Morgan. What do y'all think about that? Queen h4 by Piers Morgan. After looking at this game, I was kind of like, why did he do queen h4? I kind of felt like I was on my guess to elo, just like Gotham Chess, but I still can't guess what rating is Piers Morgan. But yeah, queen h4 is wild, especially against like a tough opponent. You don't want to put your queen out too early, especially when your opponent has multiple threats. Literally has bishop g3, knight f3, both moves attacking the queen, and they're useful. What's the next move here? If your opponent does this, what would you do next? A lot of people are saying knight f3, g3, knight f3 for me. Well, don't just base off the moves that I just said. Think about what that coin was protected before, too. Because he didn't do knight f3, actually. He didn't go for the activity route. He went for the material route. He went for the material route. Give you all big tips here. Brawl Stars, you are correct. He did the move bishop takes on c7. Since the queen wasn't on d8 anymore, that c7 pawn was just open to capture. So after bishop takes on c7, knight f6, then the move bishop g3 happened to attack the queen in this situation. After queen g5, what do y'all think he played next? What do y'all think he played next after queen g5? Make sure that you like the video. We got to get the engagement up. Got to get the engagement up. h4, knight f3. Maybe. I lost mathematics. You are correct. And sports clips, you are correct. He played the move knight f3, attacking the queen. So based on, shout out to Agad Mantar, because his video is pretty dope. But based on what happened here, Piers Morgan was distracted by Andrew Tate talking about his yacht parties that he'd be having. So he did the not so good move, castle kingside. I don't know why he castled kingside here. He must have been nervous for some reason. But what's the best move? Yeah, he was talking about his yacht parties at this moment, and Piers Morgan was trying to tell him to shut up during the game. And this was supposed to be just like a 5-minute game. Yeah, knight takes on g5. That's pretty much what happened here. Knight takes on g5. And then after this happened, Piers Morgan was shocked. He didn't know that he blundered this badly in this situation. And he just sucked up all the pride. And he got that fighting spirit. And he was like, you know what? I'm not done here. I'm going to take this loss like a G, I guess. So after getting his queen captured, which that's kind of messed up that he would just give away his queen like that, we got the move rook e8 by black. If you was up in material, what would you do next? What would you play next? Would you play kind of weirdly? Would you do h4 at this moment? Would you try to attack with the bishop or knight? What happens now? Because we don't want to underestimate our opponent. Free queen, easy. Oh my goodness, queen h5. Love your content, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, Cool Gamer. I appreciate all the support. What do we do here? Let me just give you a hint. We just keep on developing pieces. We don't do anything differently. Even though we're up a queen, we shouldn't stop developing pieces and finishing off the opening. Even though he got his queen stolen in the opening, doesn't mean that we should change our plans, because we still need to pummel our opponent. If a grandmaster, oh crap, that's a big glare. Y'all should have told me. Right, so if a grandmaster got his queen stolen, he's not gonna give up. They're pretty much like a wounded animal. What are we gonna do next? We got bishop d2, bishop d3, like your chess content. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you like it. I have like over 750 videos on my chess channel, on my YouTube channel. Have a lot. Bishop e2, queen, bishop d2, queen takes on a4. There's no queen takes on a4, doctor quote. You can't even go to a4. You can't even go to a4. The move that was played here, let me just show y'all real quick. The move that was played here was just queen c2. After queen c2, we got move h6. Where should we put our knight at? Because now our knight is being threatened. We got two good squares. We got f3 and h3. What would y'all pick here? I don't know how chess works in terms of abbreviations. Oh man, just look at everybody else's comments. Just do algebraic notation. We got the fat in the building saying hi. Are we going to f3 or knight h3? f3, knight h3. Okay, there's more people saying f3 to h3, and that is correct. You go to f3 because we still don't want our knight to be on the edge of the board. Because if we go to knight h3, I guess a good square would be go to f4 next, but why just do that when you can just go to f3 and maybe knight e5 in the future? In this position, Piers Morgan did knight g4, and then h3 was played. After the move h3, knight to f6, then bishop e5 happened. After bishop e5, knight takes on the e5. Knight takes on e5. And then we have the move d takes on c4. After d takes on c4, what do you think is next? After d takes on c4, what's next? Knight f3, because knight h3 blocks the rook. All right, f3 for sure. Last mathematics, you are correct. He did the move bishop takes on c4. Develop another piece and getting ready to castle probably on the next move. After bishop takes on c4, b6. Now Piers Morgan is trying to fianchetto the bishop. But since he already lost his queen, it's pretty much pointless. We're still going to go over the whole game just because that's pretty much the whole video. But let's get started. After b6, what's the next move? What's the next move after b6? Castle, question mark, castle. Yeah, the move is castle. Castle kingside. The strategy does not change. You still want to... The strategy does not change. You still want to develop your pieces. Not queenside castle. That would be horrible. Even though you could still win that would be horrible. You don't want to get into like bad practice. Then Piers Morgan did another big mistake by doing the move g6, which... You don't want to push pawns in front of your king, especially since you're down a whole queen. What happens next? Oh, I thought it was the black side. No, we're playing as the white side. Yeah, we're playing as the white side. Yes, sports clips, you are correct. The move knight takes on g6 happened. And don't put a question mark. Don't put a question mark because when you're playing chess, you're the only person that you can trust in to calculate. You are the only person that is calculating, looking up the variations, and you are the final say in what you should be doing in the position. So in order for you to get better at chess, you got to be confident in every move that you make. Knight takes on g6 was correct, so don't be shy. Is this live? Yes, this is live. I just seen your comment. After g6, then we got the move knight takes on g6. Piers Morgan didn't take the knight at this moment and did bishop b7. Andrew Tate did rook a to e1. And now f takes on g6 happened. What's the next best move? And this pretty much begins a sequence of moves of taking all of our opponent's pieces. Sui KJ, my rank, my USCF rating is 1800, and my online chess rating is around 2100. We got Brawl Stars, sports clips. You are correct. STYX, you're correct. We got the move Dr. Quote, you're correct. Queen takes on G6, just demolishing the king side pawns. The king went to F8. What would y'all do next? What would y'all do next in this position? Sports clips, you're correct. He did queen takes on H6, even though technically queen takes on F6 is the best move, but they both do the same. It really doesn't matter. You're just demolishing your opponent at this time. After queen takes on H6, king E7, what would you do next? We're trying to get the quickest checkmate before, I think he had like 2 more minutes to finish this game. I think he has 2 more minutes. I'm looking at everybody's comments. Nobody's said anything exactly yet. We got queen G6, queen G7, STYX, queen G7. No, you was right the first time. Junior, you're correct too. Queen G7 was played here. And after king D8, I'm going to just let y'all finish off the game. I'm going to let y'all finish off the game because most of these moves are just easy. They're just easy now. Queen takes on F6, correct. We got Dr. Quote in mathematics in the building. After queen takes on F6, attacking the king. Then Piers Morgan put the king, not the king, but he put the rook to E7 to block the check. What would you do next? This is like a whole free lesson. Usually with beginners, you just take all the pieces. Just take all the free pieces. Once you do that, everything else is straight. Everything else is good. And if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe and like the video. We got to get the engagement up. I would appreciate it. Queen F8. Okay. Queen F6. He didn't do Queen F8 because there's not really a good follow-up after the Queen F8. Last mathematics, you're correct. He did bishop takes on E6. After bishop takes on E6, we got rook to C8. And you know when somebody's tilted when they start doing bad moves like that? And if I'm not mistaken, they only had like seconds left to like get the game over with. Because this was all in during the podcast. It was like 5 minutes until the not the podcast, but the show ends. And he was rushing at this point. He could have stalled it out, but you know, he's cool. Guess they had a good interview. I don't know. I'm more interested in the chess game. What's the best move here? What is the best move here? We got queen. Wait a minute. Queen F8. Queen F8. Rook E8. Queen D6. Checkmate. Well, that's if black does rook E8. They could just sacrifice the rook altogether and do king C7 to try to prolong the game. Take the rook. There's 2 rooks to take. You got to be more specific. Brawl Stars, you are correct. Bishop takes on C8 is the move that he played. After bishop takes on C8, we got king takes on C8. And yep, this is just self-explanatory. We got queen takes on E7. And after queen takes on E7, we got bishop D5. Bishop D5, E4, attacking the bishop. Bishop has to move back or somewhere else. Bishop goes to C4. We got the move queen E8, check. After queen E8, king C7, queen E5, checking the king. After king D7, Then we got the move d5. d5, king d8. Then what would you play next? We're trying to get the fastest checkmate possible in this moment. We're trying to get the fastest checkmate possible in this moment. He just marches the D pawn down the board. Yeah, you are correct. D ace in the building. He came out of nowhere. Yep. He did the move D6. D6. Because all he needs is that pawn and that queen to checkmate. And after the move D6, Piers Morgan didn't want to prolong the game. He took the material on the F1 square. And now there is checkmate in 2. Can y'all find it? We got 5M in the building. Your knowledge helped me so much. I went from 200 to 1300. Thank you. Hey, are you serious? Congrats on that, man. I just want to appreciate everybody that is watching the stream right now. And, make sure that you hit the like button and that subscription. And make sure that you stay notified on when I go live on YouTube, because we're going to do a YouTube takeover. I'm going to start streaming possibly every single day. I don't know. I can't promise that because I'm streaming every single day on TikTok. But, hey, let's finish off this game. Checkmate in 2. Brawl Stars, you're correct. Yep. The game ended off with queen e7, king c8, and then queen c7 checkmate. Which, surprisingly, Andrew Tate is really good at chess. I mean, I haven't seen him go against anybody strong yet. Hopefully that comes out pretty soon, since he always brags about his father, Anne-Marie Tate, and etc., which Anne-Marie Tate, his father, was an IM. But yeah, hopefully we see some strong opponents that he goes over. And hopefully, maybe, just maybe, we can see some collabs with like chess streamers and Andrew Tate. I don't know. Maybe. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Just for the chess content, of course. I don't really care about everything else. Just for the chess content. What do y'all think about the game? What's Tate's power? I don't know. I don't know. Surprisingly, he's a D4 player instead of an E4 player. Piers tried to mock Tate's opening choice just to lose. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know why he was trying to trash talk. I would have just abstained from that, but I guess it was entertaining. But what do y'all think about this game? Got a cool checkmate off. Got the show off. I don't know how many views the video just did, but hey, that was really awesome. It was interesting, and it was an interesting Queen's Gambit when he first played E3, not E4 in the opening. Tate's move, talk about yachts, force people to blunder. The game was pretty principled, nothing too complex. Yeah, pretty much. It wasn't that complex, but there was one thing that I had an issue with. And I'm gonna have to demonstrate this right quick. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to get this chessboard because something funny happened during the chess game. All right, so for everybody who watch chess movies or listen to podcasts or wants to play chess games live, I'm coming for all of y'all. If y'all use a chessboard like this, that is not right. Don't use the chessboard like this, especially if you're going to complain about your opponent knocking over pieces. Why would you use a chessboard like this with tiny pieces? If I was doing a show, I'm not going to play chess with tiny pieces like this, especially if you're going to tell me to finish off the game in 5 moves. This is too small. If you're going to play some blitz chess, at least have a tournament board. This big. This is what you need. It's sad that I have to go over this. This is what you need if you're trying to play blitz chess, and if you're gonna complain, like if you complain about your opponent knocking over pieces on this board, that's understandable. If it's on a smaller board and I'm supposed to play fast, dude, cut that crap out. And have a chess clock. Let me show y'all these pieces. These are the pieces you're supposed to be playing with. Like, have weighted pieces. All right? And don't be like y'all don't have money. Y'all do have money. Weighted pieces. Y'all just listen to this right quick. That's weighted. All right? That was my only criticism of it, but other than that, yeah. Good game. Whatever. Hopefully somebody listens to this. Hopefully somebody listens. Tate's move, talk about yachts and force people to blunder. The game was pretty I liked the game a lot. Tate just had to sit back and wait for Piers to make a mistake. Yeah, that's pretty much what grandmasters do to like weaker opponents. Bro, I have that board on my desk right now. Yeah, exactly. Why was they playing on that little board? Get a real board. And those tournament player boards, those are like, that was like $30 or maybe $50 for the weighted pieces. But yeah, they're pretty cheap. Or a wooden board. A big wooden board would be nice. Now I gotta get a new board. Christmas money. I won't listen. I'll do. I have chess pieces with the pad underneath, so it's pretty nice. Yeah, exactly. If you can't play blitz on the board, then you shouldn't have that board. I'm just gonna put that out there. Just quote from H1. If you can't play blitz on the board, you shouldn't have that board. It's not a chess board. But anyway, that's all that I have for YouTube at this moment. Thanks for being here. You're at the right place if you're trying to learn about chess knowledge, chess wisdom, chess understanding. I'm going to continue the stream on TikTok. If you want to join me over there, you can. But in other news, see you later. Peace. Something tells me Piers didn't know how to play against the Queen's Gambit. Bye. Until next time.